Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Hurt, Heal, Become podcast. I am your host, Monique Hollins. Listen, sister girl, I want you to stop auditioning. Stop auditioning. Stop checking for the approval and the validation from other people to build your confidence and to draw confidence from. The less you care about what other people think, the more your life will expand, okay? It's not everyone's responsibility to recognize or to understand the dream and the vision that God gave you specifically for your life. Because it's not their vision. It's not their dream. It's not their assignment. It's not their purpose. Yes, we are all more alike, but we all got different ways of getting it done. We all have a different strategy. We all have a different journey. And it looks different for a lot of us. Even though ultimately it may be one goal. And under the surface, one goal may be to serve your gifts, to serve your talents, to serve your personality, to serve your heart to others. However that gets done, it gets done. There's different vehicles that we'll all take in order to get to our destiny and the promise and the purpose and the calling that God has for us. But recognize that you don't need anybody's permission, attention, to be powerful, to be bold, to be brilliant. You only need God's blessing, okay? And instead of waiting on others to validate your vision while you doubt your God-given desires, start doubting your own doubts. Start doubting your own doubts. God has no desire for us to put ourselves in a people-pleasing, protocol-proved prison. He has no desire. No desire. If God said it, that settles it. Remember that episode? If God said it, that indeed settles it. That's exactly what it's going to do. That's exactly what will come to pass. What will come to pass. You know, there's so many people who didn't live out their purpose while they had the opportunity here. Based on the fact of just worried about the opinions of other people and how people perceive them and how they judge them. But I'm here to tell you right now, release that. Release that. It takes courage to stop auditioning, striving, and proving and looking for validation. But you got to remember one thing, sis. You are not man-made. You are God-made. Stop auditioning. No more. Take 1, take 2, take 3. No more. No more. We are taking it by force. We are taking it by confidence. We are taking it by the power of the one true living God. We are no longer auditioning to fit into the perfect box in the confines of the minds of other people's perceptions and opinions of us. Stop auditioning. It's cool if we set out to do a thing and it doesn't work. Let's continue to fail forward. But let's execute so that we can hurry up and get the failing out of the way so that we can succeed. It's not always going to be perfect when you start. It's not always going to be big when you start. Indeed, I heard once that Coca-Cola only sold 6 bottles of Coca-Cola in the first year. Back in the 1900s, I don't know when they started, but baby, we in the 2000s. Back in the 1900s, they only sold 6 bottles in that range, but they kept going. You got to start somewhere. And you cannot stop based on what other people think. You cannot stop based on numbers. You cannot stop based on no views. You cannot stop based on no plays. You cannot stop based on other people's judgment. You cannot stop based on what other people think you should be doing and should not be doing. You cannot stop. You cannot stop. Because what's on the inside of you is greater. It's greater than what you're doing. It's greater than the purpose. What you have on the inside of you is meant to unlock potential and power in other people. When they see you do it, when they see you do it fearlessly, doesn't mean there won't be moments where you're in fear. There's a good fear, right? There's a healthy fear, and then there's a bad fear that our brain takes inventory of. We go into fight or flight. It's a good fear, a bad fear. There's a good fear if I fight. On the other side of this is everything that I desire. On the other side of this fight, on the other side of this speaking engagement, so listen, there was an intermission. I had to take a pause, but it was a very, very important phone call. And based on the phone call I just got, it's going to be the subject of the next episode. Because baby, the enemy for real, he's mad because there's some new things on the horizon that God is doing. And because nobody's auditioning anymore and nobody's worried about the opinions of other people and everybody's living in their truth over here. Oh yeah, the devil is mad. But babe, stop auditioning. All right, stop auditioning. You already got the part. Come on, Lord. You already got the part. You got the part the day you were born. You got the part the day that God blew breath into your lungs and made you a living being. You got the part. You got the major role. Do you understand? You got the major role already. Can't nobody put you in position to be the star of your own movie. It's your movie. Do you hear me? This is your play. This is your screenplay. You're on Broadway. This is your story. And you already have the part. You don't have to audition for that position. Come on. You don't have to audition for a position that you already have. You are already the main character in your story. You already have the Grammy. You already are the nominee. You already got the Nobel Peace Prize. You already are that. You are already the #1 author. You are already that. You are already. God said, I knew the end in the beginning. God ain't up there panicking, trying to figure out what is life based on what we're doing. It's already figured out. You just got to walk in it. You already got the part. You just got to talk in it. You already got the part. You just got to praise in it. You already got the part. Do you hear me? You already have the part. And you don't even need an audience to get it done. You don't even need an audience to get the prize. You don't even need a judge or a jury or a panel to be elected, selected, validated. It's already so. Stop auditioning. You are already the main character in your own story. You already have the part. I love you until we talk again soon. Bye-bye.